Hey guys, welcome to Philippine Family Life with Leah's channel, and if you're new here, my name is Leah. In today's video, this is going to be my very first Q&A video. I'm so excited to answer your questions, so let's go and let's get started. Alright, so the other day I made a post for you guys to leave a comment or to ask me any question, and I did receive, I think, less 40 question, and thank you all for taking your time to leave a comment. I do appreciate you all, but I can't answer all the question because it would be a lot. It would be too much for me to make just one video and to answer all that question, because otherwise I'll be sitting here till 5 p.m. Yeah, so but if you like me to do a part 2 in this video, you can let me know in the comment section, so I'll answer that in my next one. So first question, let's start with Leanne. Okay, so Leanne, she said, hello Leah, hope you can answer my question. Did you ever go to the US before? If yes, how is your experience there? If not, do you have plans on going there with your husband? Okay, so I never been to the US before, and plan, yes, we do have plan to go there. For now, as of now, our plan is to go there by the next summer, but we'll see when we can get there, because it would be a very long process. It would be a very long time. Um, and we're gonna go there together with our kids as well. We're gonna bring our kids, of course. So we're gonna go there as a family of 4. It would be a long process, and I'm not looking forward to that. And we'll see, because we're gonna do vlog as well, of course. We're gonna share it with you guys, so we'll see. Thank you for that question, Lian. Okay, next question from Gregory. Is there grocery shopping in Valencia besides the Sunday market, or do you have to go to the Magheri? Okay, so there's a lot of small grocery store in the circle, or around in Valencia Plaza. Recently, we just discovered a quite big grocery store. It calls Marco grocery store. If you know where's the, what do you call that, police station, you just have to drive it straight and it's in the right side. It called Marco grocery store. You can almost get everything in there, like if you're out of butter, pancake syrup, you can get it from there. That's one of the biggest store here in Valencia. And also they have next to the Marco grocery store, there's western bread you can get. Yes, they have it there. The next question from Rory. There, Leah, you have the most dazzling smile. Have you ever had a cavity or dental work? Okay, so I had some cavities. I had some dental work, like, pasta, like common stuff. And since I were talking about my teeth, I want to share with you. I had to be honest. I know it's a shame, but I had to be honest. I don't have to pretend here, right? So, anyways, I never been to the dentist until I met Gary. So for 20 years, I never been to the dentist before. And Gary was amazed then how good my teeth are. The fact that I never been to the dentist. Like, this is not something like you have to be surprised about. Filipinas, especially Filipinas like me that grew up in a very small province. I mean, there's no dental clinic there. People don't usually go to the dentist where the province where I grew up. I mean, I'm not saying all, but at least most people that live there don't go to the dental clinic, because there's no dental clinic there. Anyways, we had to drive like 2 to 3 hours to see the dentist. People there are very poor also, like me, where I grew up, my family can't even afford to buy toothpaste. How much more paying for the dental, right, for the dentist? So I mean, imagine that. So I even experienced to brush my teeth using salt. Yes, I do experience. I don't know with other Filipinos, but me, I do experience that. And also, one of the reason I think why I have a good teeth, even though I never been to the dentist, because being poor, we cannot afford to buy candies or chocolate like other kids has. I never had so much candies when I was young. So I think that's one of the reason. And that's a good thing. Yeah, so, I know you're gonna be confused how I pull out my teeth, that I never been to the dentist. My dad used to do that. Yes. I remember my dad would chase me so he can pull my teeth out because, he said my teeth would be so ugly if I don't pull it out, it would be not so straight. Although my teeth is not perfect though. Yeah, I had, on the top one it's good, but on the bottom one it's like, not in the right place. Did you think it was okay to have fake ID made? Okay. I think you watch you watch my previous video, my dating experience I did with Gary, and I mentioned that when I met Gary, I had my fake IDs, and I don't think I really explained the reason why I had a fake ID made. So here is, I'm gonna share with you why I had a fake IDs. When I met Gary, I used to work as a nanny in a Chinese family, and my boss likes to travel. And I think that was my first week in that job, and she just told me very last minute to tell me that we're going to fly to Palawan, and she asked me if I had an ID, and I said no, I don't have an ID. And she said, oh, you have to have an ID. And I said, how can I do that? We're gonna go tomorrow, and how can I do that in a day? And she mentioned about fake ID, and that's the reason why I had a fake ID. And there's no other bad reason why I had that. The only reason because I need to have that last minute. So I had like, I think, an hour. I get that. And there's nothing like a fake information about the ID, my age, my name, it's all real. And the only bad thing about it is it's fake. Yeah, I don't use it because I want to scam someone. The only reason is I had to add an ID last minute. So that's the only reason about it. So yes, and I'm not proud about it. We all had lies, right? So as long as we learn from that mistake, yes, and I do regret that. From Tony, what do you feel has been the best and not so good parts of being married to an expat? Okay, let's start with the best part of being married to an expat first. The best part of being married to an expat is you will learn so many things about life. Yes, that's my experience though. Since I am with Gary, I've learned so many things about life. Yes, and for me, that's the best part so far. Yes, I could come up with. And the not so good part of being married to an expat is the misconception of Filipino people that if you're with a foreigner, like you're rich, you have so much money. That I hate that, is even when we're going to shopping like in Valencia, like Sunday market, I always told my husband to stay away from me because they will charge me more like foreigner price if you're with me. And I really hate that because not all foreigners are rich. Do Filipinas play hard to get? Is it in their nature? I think in the old generation, Filipinas are quite hard to get, but I think in this generation, I would say no, because especially with the social media, yeah, I doubt it if Filipinas still play that hard to get. So next question from Dennis: why do Filipinas wear their wedding ring on their left hand while others wear it on their right hand? Okay, I don't know, but me, I'm wearing my wedding ring on the left side. Maybe, maybe she only wears it like, Filipina likes to wear ring like for fashion. I don't think that's a wedding ring. Normally we put it in the left side, even here in the Philippines, yeah. So, from Drew, what was the number one thing that surprised you in a good way or bad way about having a relationship or being married to a foreigner? Okay, so there's a lot actually. I can make a video just about this topic. Yes, I can, but to give you one is The number one is that's really surprised me that foreigners is can't live without toilet paper. And that's really surprised me. Why do you need that you had a shower, you know? And even now, it still surprised me though. I'm sorry, but yeah, you know, Filipinas, we can't live without the shower, you know, because we use water to wipe our, you know what I mean? So that's one thing that's really surprised me, like about the habits of foreigners. So that's quite funny. Anyways, let's move into the next question. Um, from Math, hi Leah, what parts of the Philippines are very dangerous and should be avoided by foreigners? Okay, um, I can make also a video on this one. I think I can to give you what parts of the Philippines that you should avoid that are very dangerous for foreigners or for tourists. But I want to give you at least two places that you should avoid is the Hulu Islands or Hulu Province and Cotabato Province as well. That's the two provinces that you should avoid. Yeah, but there's more, but as I said, I can make a video on this one. Yeah, so next question from Filipina. Okay, if you could sell Gary, how much do you think you'd get for him? Is that a question? No, you cannot afford him, Charot. No, there's no price. It's not for sale. My husband is not for sale and he's priceless. Yeah. Anyways, next question. Do you have any fear going back to poverty? Um, you mean, I don't know what your point. Is it if Gary leave me or whatever? If do I have a fear going back to the lifestyle where I used to grow up? For myself, I don't have fear. It would probably take a lot of adjustment for me if I'm going to experience that life again. You know, if I go back to my province and live that life, I think it would be a little, it would be a big adjustment. But I can say I can still live that kind of lifestyle. But one of my biggest fear is for my kids to experience that kind of lifestyle. That would be my very biggest fear. I don't want my kids to experience where I grow up. I don't want them ever to experience that. It would be so hard. I would do everything for my kids to not to live that kind of lifestyle. So that would be my biggest fear, by the way. William Spice, how long have you been married to Gary? Are you happy with your marriage? Is this okay? So we've been married for almost 3 years. Almost 3 years. Yes, we almost married for 3 years, and we have been together for almost 5 years, and we're happy. We're happy. We're blessed as a family, and of course, our marriage is like it's not always like a piece of cake, you know, like perfect. No, we had some disagreement now and then, but we handle it. Yes, and we get on, and we're happy. He's a very a good father to our kids. He's very good partner to me. He's very responsible. I can say all nice things about my husband, but yes, to answer your question, yes, I am happy with my marriage. So that's the last comment I'm going to answer today. But you know, I'm really sorry for those who I haven't answered yet, but I will answer that in the part 2. Maybe I'll do another one with my husband. So if you have question about me and Gary, you can leave that in the comment section so I can answer that next time. Yes, thank you so much guys for joining me till the end of this video, and I do appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching and listening till the end, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.